Howdy and welcome to BCIS 1305. The first order of business is going to look at Windows 10 briefly. So first of all, you need to know that everything is highly configurable and we can configure our start menu, and to do so I click on the little window here to start, and here's settings, and I'm going to go to settings. And then we have system, devices, network, internet, personalization, accounts, update and security, privacy, ease of access, time and language. You need to know that they all exist, but our interest right now is personalization. So first of all, my background, I can actually choose the image that I want for my background. And I actually kind of lean, I don't know, that one looks kind of cool. You can't see it because it's actually popping up. Well, it's popping up behind. It's giving me a sample. And then it asks me whether I want to fill, stretch, tile, center, or span it. And I don't actually have to have a picture. I could choose a solid color as my background. I would not want to be looking at that. So I'm thinking I would want to look at something calm and green. That is not even a calm green. So it's going to have to be a slate blue. There we go. That's all right. Blue and black. Now let's look at colors. So there's the one that says that I automatically pick an accent color from my background. Well, let's let it. It's pretty smart. Make Start Taskbar and Action Center transparent. We can show color on those, or we can show color on the title bar. Now how about lock screen? So it wants to know, this says some settings are managed by my organization. You know, what is it going to look like when you lock your screen? So you can choose a picture for that. But apparently that setting is chosen by my organization because I am at Blinn right now. So these are other options that you can choose to put on there, and you just want to be aware that it is available. I can choose themes, theme settings. So Windows 10, unsaved theme, flowers. I love flowers. That looks good to me. Okay, close that. And then the start menu. So if you wanted to show more tiles or less tiles, you can choose that. If you like all the tiles, there you go. You can have them. And then this says occasionally show suggestions and start, show most used apps, show recently added apps, and you start full screen. I don't really want start full screen. I like it to pop up over here like this. Don't want to see that every time. So you can also look at the taskbar, lock the taskbar, automatically hide it in desktop mode, hide the taskbar in tablet mode, use peek preview on the desktop. So there we go. Taskbar location, you may not know this, that you could actually choose to put your taskbar wherever you want. With these nice wide monitors, it's really not a bad idea to put it over on the right, but it takes a little bit of getting used to do that. And combine taskbar buttons, always hide labels when taskbar is full or never. Notifications, multiple displays. So do I want to see all the taskbars, only the main and the taskbar where the window is open? So you have options there. Combine buttons on taskbars, and there you go. And how do I customize taskbars? Go right there and find out every bit you want to know more. Alrighty, so that is all of our settings, and now you know how to customize Windows 10. Now I'm going to minimize this. There's my flowers. That is actually really the one I like. I love the way it shows the light and it's transparent and you can see shadows through it. It's a beautiful picture. Kind of wish I'd done it. So this is Task View. And Task View just looks at everything that I have open, and that's kind of nice to remind yourself what all you have open. Now I have the option of having another desktop. So now I can go to desktop 2, which is completely clean. Why would you want more than one desktop? Well, there might be a set of things, for instance, that I am working with pictures and a PowerPoint presentation on one, and with another I'm working with financial documents and Excel. I don't want to stop doing either one of them. So I have to go back and forth between the tasks. Somebody calls me and says, insert this picture, I just found it, I want it between this slide and that slide, yay, 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 okay, and then the other person calls and says, Okay, I finally got those financials you needed from the second quarter, and you flip back to the second desktop, and you don't have so many applications running. They're not in your face. You can actually focus on one task in one window. Now, let's also look at something that is ever so important, and it's help, and we always want. So we can use Cortana here, and we can ask for so many things. You know, I would guess that you probably know a lot more about Cortana than I do. I don't really use Cortana, and I don't really use the voice activation features very much. So it is there, and that's where you find it. All right, let's look at snapping, moving, and resizing windows. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and it opens up to the way that it was displayed the last time. Now I hit the middle button, and it restores it down to the last size that I used when it was restored down. And then I can put it on the taskbar. And all of Microsoft Office applications have this available. When I drag this and I get it up near the top or the side, well, it's not doing it because I have dual monitors on. It'll usually pop it into full screen mode, but I have dual monitors, and so when you see that there going off, it's coming on to my other monitor, which is on the side. So the snap feature is not working for me. However, the full screen button is working just fine. All right. Really important is File Explorer and how you're going to find your files. Now I click the little button down here on the taskbar and I pop it up, and then I can navigate my network resources. I can navigate the resources on my computer, and if I have a USB file, it's going to show up here on computer. So when I hit this PC, it shows me the network resources, common resources, and all of my things. Now, if I need a new folder, I just right click. I'm a very big on right clicking, and no, it was actually thinking I was right clicking on that. Let's go into Documents and right click here, New Folder. And there's my new folder. You also have properties up here, and we can click the new folder button as a way to add a new folder. So always many ways to get folders, and then I can go inside there. Now, I used to have to make a whole bunch of folders for all of my students, and they had to have their name, and then I had to go in and set some properties on them so that only they could access them. So I'd right click, new folder, and then I would click it, Control C, Control V, 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 until I had 26, because that was how many students I had. And I would have my 26 copies that quickly. Now, if I click this one and I hold down the Shift key, it collects everything. It selects all of them, and then I can hit Cut or Delete, and they'll be gone. Now, if I want to select discontinuous files, I hold down the Control key, and I can select one there, one there, one there. And then I can hit the Delete key. And we know that all of this is nothing that I want, so I'm going to delete it all. That deleted the name, which is another important thing. If you don't get the name you want, click really slowly and change it. So there you go. We have added folders, we have deleted folders, we have used multiple selection using the Control key, and that is something that you're going to use the Control key and the Shift key to do multiple selections in different applications. Right now, when we right click, let's look at this Pin to Quick Access. So, if I pin that to my Quick Access, another feature which is really handy for the things that you use all the time is to right click, and it says unpin from start. No, I want it to be on start. More, pin to taskbar. Run as administrator, open file location, and I want to pin it to the taskbar. So now in order to access, I just click down here, and I don't even have to go through that. So I will always have Access, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint on my taskbar, just to make my life that much easier. Now let's look a little bit about selecting and copying files. And that's just very much, well, we did look at that about the real quick way to copy them. So Control C and then Control V, 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 V. And I can also drag over to there. No, that's actually what it's, nope, that's a different one. I can drag it to that one. And then that's where I have all my ASDFs. So you can drag it, and as I drag over, you notice that it went ahead and opened up the files that are there. So picture has one set camera roll in it, so I can copy it over to the camera roll. Okay, the other thing that you're going to need to know how to do is to extract and compress. So I can, let's go new, compressed zipped folder. So there, now I'm going to put all of these in here. Click one. All I have to do is drag, and I can put it into directory. Cannot add to archive. Okay, it's not going to play nicely with me. It's empty. Oh, because my folder is empty. Oh, that's really sweet, isn't it? Let's see, what do I have that is not empty? Oh, I have stuff in downloads. So also, I can take this and I can open in a new window, which I'm very, very happy to do on a regular basis. So then I have two windows open, and that becomes even easier. So new, compressed zipped folder, enter, just giving it a name, and let's see what I want to put in it. I don't really care what I want to put in it, but let's do that. Okay. Now, why do you want to make a compressed zipped folder? Well, this is the reason. Oh, that was a video. That's going to take a while to zip. But that's a very good reason to put something into a compressed zipped folder, because you can attach it to your email, a larger file than you might be able to. Also, you could attach 15 or 20 files in one folder and send it to someone in your email. It compresses it and it puts them all in one. But then you're going to see this often, that you're going to need to download your course files, and I'm going to show you a couple of things about that during the 1 minute which it's taking to compress and zip this. Alright, so when you get your files out of your exercises, and you're going to see that, you're going to be doing that over and over again, trust me. There we go. This is an example. So I can go in here and I can directly open a file out of here. But there we go. There's my little picture there. When I go to try to save it back into the file, like let me open this one and I'll make a change to it, and then I'll do File Save As, Save. Tells me it can't save it into that location. And then you're going to know that there is a picture in there. But if I go, because I know I'm going to have to insert that picture, so if I go here to insert pictures and then I go to downloads where I know it is, that picture is not there. And it's not there, and it's not showing because it's inside a zipped folder. And the applications cannot see inside the zipped folder. So I suggest that you either extract all of yours out of that. I can do Control A, Control C, and the reason I want to do that is when you extract them, then you have to go ahead and have a folder made, and it's a whole lot more trouble. So I would go to the desktop and I would right click. Now I can also just do that right here. New, folder, exercise, double click, right click paste, or Control V paste, and it'll paste them in there. And that's actually the easiest way. And then work off of your desktop, and then you'll find everything in that folder when you go to insert it into your master file, and your life will be much easier. So that concludes a brief introduction to Microsoft Windows, something which you will have to be navigating while you are completing your exercises in this course. I'm looking forward to the course, and I hope you are too.